Hi there. My name is Melissa Nyamakondiwa, and I am one of the co-organizers of the virtual meetup group by the name of Cyber 101. Cyber 101, in a nutshell, is a community for cybersecurity professionals to connect and learn together. It also serves as a place for small businesses to get assistance with cybersecurity questions. And yeah, all in all, it's a very collaborative community. If you want to learn more about it, then stick around for the presentation where we will go further in depth into what we actually do at Cyber 101. This is a presentation that I did a couple of weeks ago during our very first meetup. We are actually having another meetup in a couple of weeks as well. And yeah, spoiler alert, it's going to be very fun. So you would want to be there. Anywho, I'm going to actually allow myself to take the stage, and I will probably see you at the end of this video, hopefully. Okay, I'm going to start from the beginning. So on today's agenda, we are going to talk about what Cyber 101 is. Then we're going to look at our goals and objectives for the future. And then I'm going to share some resources that have helped me and that I've also found for career development and studying further. Then we're going to look at why a healthy mind and a healthy body are important, especially in tech. And then we are going to summarize and conclude. So, what is Cyber 101? Well, Cyber 101 is a collaborative community of professionals and small business owners who want to grow, network, and learn together. So the purpose of today's meeting, obviously, is for the tech professionals so that we can have a collaborative learning environment, and then we can see how we can help each other improve. So today we have Hannah Sido, and she's going to quickly tell you a little bit about herself.
Sure. So as I mentioned, I'm an account manager at Cedo Inc. I recently got my ISC squared or CC with ISC squared. I grew up with computers for a long time. I helped my dad build computers, both hardware and a little bit of software, and really focused on the security aspect of it. Before I joined cybersecurity, I was in the medical field for about 60 years, and so that transition of education and security, especially around private personal data, especially HIPAA health data, that's always been a interest of mine. And so how do we maintain that? How do we secure it? How do we allow people to have that balance of access while keeping the integrity of the data secure? That's what I really like to focus on. So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Okay, thank you, Hannah. And then there's me, Melissa. And aside from what I told you about getting my ISC2 CC and my Azure 900, I've also recently gotten my Cisco Ethical Hacker. And the reason is that I'm more interested in the offensive side of security. I'm very curious about how things work and how they break. And I think being able to understand also how an attacker thinks makes me a better defender. So that's one of the reasons why I got into cybersecurity, basically. And one thing I definitely do enjoy is writing. So I try to integrate that a lot in my cybersecurity training. Whenever I do hands-on work training, I always write my work. So that's definitely something that I integrate from my humanities background. And yeah, I'm just happy to be part of this community and to help each other learn and grow. Okay, so the goals and objectives. Obviously, we want to have monthly themed webinars where professionals will be given an opportunity to present a specific cyber topic. That will help to create a community for collaborative learning so that it's not just about passive learning, but about active learning where everyone is going to be a teacher. And then we also want to help professionals grow regardless of their level of I'm so sorry, expertise through building relationships with small businesses. And we also want to break away from homogeneous networking because usually professionals within one domain network together and then it's just it. But we want to break that away and also allow professionals to network with small businesses. That way they can grow. And then we're going to present opportunities for you to share your expertise with real business owners that will allow you to practice real world communication and be able to communicate risk and cybersecurity concepts to real businesses. So, my favorite part, we are going to look at the resources, especially if you're starting out within cybersecurity or tech. So, the first thing that you need is a roadmap. You need to know where you're going. Otherwise, you're going to waste precious time and get lost. So, this resource over here, this is a clickable link. So, if you click this, it will take you to roadmap.ish. It has a roadmap for many careers in tech, including software development, cybersecurity, coding or anything else. It's a very, very good resources. It's a very, very good resource. And then if you also want to get a solid foundation and understand what is cybersecurity, I recommend the IC2CC, which both me and Hannah have, and then the Google Cybersecurity certification, which was my very first certification that got me interested in cybersecurity, and then the Cisco Introduction to Cybersecurity, a very entry-level certification that will help you understand core concepts that help to build that foundation. And then, of course, if you are tired of reading, you can watch some videos. So this is a little playlist that I made. It has videos for people who are basically telling you about their journey into cybersecurity. There's videos for people who do defensive, offensive security, GRC, and then this one also helps you to create your first home lab. So it's a very, jam-packed playlist. Now, for the blue team. So the blue team is the defensive side of cybersecurity. These are the people who stop cyber attacks or who basically step in when there's a cyber attack. So the Cisco Junior Cybersecurity Analyst certification is a good entry-level one to start with. You not only learn theoretical concepts, but you also do practicals. And then the Splunk certification, this is actually a catalog of free courses that Splunk has that help you to learn how to use the platform. Splunk is a security event management platform. So if you're going to be working with logs, then you need to be able to process them and work with them. And then if you want to get more hands-on, I recommend Immersive Labs and Try Hack Me. Both of them are amazing. And then if you are in the US, I know the CISA website has a lot of free courses and resources. And then we're going to get into the offensive side, which is the side that I'm in. So Cisco Ethical Hacker, that's the one I've just gotten. It is very hands-on. You're going to do a lot of labs, and then you're also going to get some theoretical knowledge as well. And then Hack the Box Bounty Hunter Path is great if you want to understand how websites work, how they can break, and how to basically practice secure coding as well. And then the OWASP framework is an amazing resource to understand if you want to know penetration testing from the beginning stages to the end stages. So it shows you examples, it shows you the most common vulnerabilities that you can find within a system, how to remediate them. So yeah, it's a lot of reading though, so that I will warn you about. And then if you want to practice on a vulnerable website, then we have DEM vulnerable web application and the OWASP juice shop. It will help you practice a lot of common vulnerabilities. And then there's the Postfigure Academy. It's free. Then there's also the Try Hack Me Red Team Path. And then if you want to read a book, then there's The Art of Hacking by John Erickson. And then if you are interested in GRC or rather governance, risk, and compliance, you might want to start again with a cybersecurity analyst because you need to also understand what you are going to be explaining or what you are going to be protecting. And then you will also need a roadmap. So I've integrated a specific GRC roadmap that you're going to look at. We're going to look at in the next slide. And then this is an interesting read. It's a blog that basically delves into what GRC is and helps you to see where you might fit in. And then the IC2CC and the Google Cybersecurity Cert are also good ones. And then, of course, this is I believe
a roadmap again that has information on GRC. So this is just a snapshot of how Start GRC roadmap looks like. As you can see, we have foundations getting started with certifications, videos, we have tools, platforms, and communities, and then also resources for job hunting. We also have our blogs, and then a bit of an overview of the different certifications that you will find in GRC. And then, of course, because I said this was my favorite section, we have more resources. So if you're studying for a certification, then you might want to look at Gumroad because they have study guides and they have practice papers. So even if you're studying for Security Plus, A Plus, or any other like industry certification, you might want to look here because you can actually get resources for free or for the price of a coffee. Then we have Reddit, great platform for you to network and to get resources. And then Professor Mesa, of course, has a website with videos and free resources. If you want to understand, he mainly focuses on CompTIA, so Security Plus, A Plus, Network Plus. And then this GitHub repository by Omar Santos, who actually wrote the Cisco Ethical Hackers course, is also great. It has all the cheat sheets that you need if you want to get started with offensive security. And then if you're tired of studying and you need a bit of a break, you might want to relax with Mr. Robot, honorary mention, because it helps you stay a little bit in the cybersecurity world while relaxing. And of course, more resources. But these are some great books that you might want to check out. I'm not going to read everything, but I have embedded some links to the reviews. So you might want to read the review and see if the books are going to be beneficial to you. And then we going to talk about why a healthy body and a healthy mind are important because tech is a very intensive, fast-paced field, and you will find that you feel burnout because there's always something to do. You always have to study, but it's very important to take care of yourself. So make sure that you have a great study plan that also integrates some rest. And if you feel that you are overwhelmed, maybe take a break, take a walk, talk to a friend, come to us, to your community and talk to us about it, because it's no use if you are burnt out. You will not be able to help yourself or be good in tech if you are too tired to do anything. So it's very, very important that after all of the studying, all of the chasing certs and experience, you take care of yourself. So, bit of a summary. Cyber 101 is a community to learn and collaborate. And we're not going to be doing passive learning. Everyone is a teacher. So it's very important to also have a clear pathway. You will save a lot of time and be able to be more focused and get where you want to be faster. Please do not hesitate to share resources that you find with the community. There will be someone out there who actually benefits from the resources. And of course, please remember to take care of your mental and physical health as you study. Okay, thank you very much. And does anyone have any questions? I'm so sorry.
Reached the end of the video. It means a lot that you watched, and I hope that it was useful for you. If you have any questions, feel free to comment them down below or reach out to me on LinkedIn. I will be sharing my LinkedIn profile in the description, and I'll also try and share the presentation. I have it set up on Dropbox. I hope to post more videos like this, just sharing my knowledge and helping those who are also trying to get into the industry. And yeah, thank you once again for watching.